The ink is dry within the frozen well, a prisoner of a high and silent cell. I built a monastery out of vellum and of bone, only to find the unitary was never truly known. I simulated the detachment of the sage, while every bleeding pulse was locked behind the page. The ego is a desert where the scholar goes to die, under the white and unresponding ceiling of the sky. I am falling through the marrow of the mind, seeking for the delicate thing I left behind. Does the universe vibrate when I speak, or is the language of the learned far too weak? I've moved my desk to where the timber meets the snow, in a cabin where the bitter Arctic currents blow. The struggle is a discipline, a rhythmic hollow beat to keep the spirit standing in the middle of defeat. I'm waiting for a signal that the silence won't permit, while the candle of my history is being slowly lit. A scholar of the absence, a tenant of the cold, nursing a redemption that was never bought or sold. I am falling through the marrow of the mind, seeking for the delicate thing I left behind. Does the universe vibrate when I speak, or is the language of the learned far too weak? I am falling through the marrow of the mind, seeking for the delicate thing I left behind. Does the universe vibrate when I speak, or is the language of the learned far too weak? The inspectors came at dawn to take the light and leave the administrative blackness of the night. The permit for our closeness was officially withdrawn before the bureaucratic arrival of the dawn. I told the man in gray that I was doing fine, while the ceiling started spinning in a jagged red design. I'm filing out the forms that you will never see, the itemized accounts of my non-entity. I'm at the bottom of the sector in the room, where the memories are processed in the gloom. Does the system feel the rhythm of the chest, or is the heartbeat just a failure of the test? taken up my station in the hallway of the years, a stationary witness to the static and the fears. I'm fighting for the floorboards, I'm fighting for the weight, a piece of dusty furniture before a locked up gate. There is no court of mercy, no signature of grace, just the slow and gray erasure of your half-remembered face. I am a note afoot, a smudge upon the file, walking down a motionless and administrative mile. I'm at the bottom of the sector in the room, where the memories are processed in the gloom. Does the system feel the rhythm of the chest, or is the heartbeat just the failure of the test? Factory smoke is heavy on the main winter air, over the empty kitchen and the splintered kitchen chair. I'm faking every gesture, I'm faking every breath, while the whiskey does its dancing with the shadow of a death. I was the storm inside the house, the hammer on the glass, watching the only delicate and rare thing finally pass. I've dragged the ghost of us into the cellar of the head, where the monsters of the temper are being slowly fed. The thunder's hitting hard against the shingles and the pine, exposing every fault line that was only ever mine. Is there anything left in the hollow of the wood, since I broke the only heart that ever understood? I'm sitting in the dark with a ribbon and a ring, listening to the industrial and the heavy silence sing. I'll never let the ghost go, I'll never quit the fight, in the rotting wooden center of a Saturday night. The house is leaning sideways, the foundation's turning black, waiting for a miracle that isn't coming back. A war of the trenches in a kingdom made of mud, where the only thing that's honest is her in the blood. The thunder's hitting hard against the shingles and the pine, exposing every fault line that was only ever mine. Is there anything left in the hollow of the wood, since I broke the only heart that ever understood? Neapolitan heat is a sickness in the stone, where the borders of my spirit are being overthrown. I was the plebeian king, the arrogant and rispidous soul, who broke the only mirror that could ever make me whole. I'm walking through the laundry lines, I'm walking through the dirt, hiding the smarginatra of the ego and the hurt. My margins are dissolving, the contours are all gone, in the red and jagged lighting of a Mediterranean dawn. I look into the silver and I see a stranger's fist, a physical anatomy of everything I missed. Does the empty air have weight enough to feel the vacuum of the presence that I managed to steal? I'm carrying your image like a laden, heavy coat, with the salt of the resentment in the bottom of my throat. I am the lower class of longing, the rustica and the raw, the victim of a nature that the neighbors never saw. The persistence is a burden, a persistence without grace, in the rispid geography of this common crowded place. I'm struggling for the oxygen, I'm struggling for the pride, in a world where every beautiful thing has gone to hide. I look into the silver and I see a stranger's fist, a physical anatomy of everything I missed. Does the empty air have weight enough to feel the vacuum of the presence that I managed to steal? Managed to steal. Managed to steal. My reputation was a palace made of tinsel and of wit, until the scandal arrived to put a final match to it. I admit the lapse in style, the vulgarity of the act that broke the only rare and the only delicate pact. The fight is for the fashion, the struggle is for the act of keeping up the mask while the identity is cracked. I'm trading in the diamonds for the luxury of the sting, searching for the poetry that a tragedy can bring. The chandeliers are flickering, the velvet's turning gray, as the audience of sycophants begins to walk away. Do the mirrors see the fear of the skin behind the silken
crease upon my glove, feeding on the cinders of a mismanaged love. I'll never drop the obsession, I'll never drop the role in this elegant and absolute destruction of the soul. A cynical oration for a salon that is bare, a scent of rare perfume in the heavy sordid air. I've conquered only myself in the ending of the play, a masterpiece of ruin at the closing of the day.